All right, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you in advance not to hate me for this one. This is a foam roller tippy toe bridge. What we're doing here is we're using the foam roller because it's going to force us to really stabilize. We are elevating the heels to force us to get a co-contraction throughout the entire posterior chain. So that means you're gonna be feeling your calf, your hamstring, your glute, and we're also getting some tension in a good way in the low back. What we wanna remember here is very similar to the other bridges that you are doing. We want to roll the pelvis up to the rib cage to start, okay? So we can't start in this anterior tilt. We're gonna roll the pelvis up and not squeeze the glutes. So we should be able to just roll the pelvis without anything contracting in our booty. We're gonna exhale, ribs come down. Deep core comes up, and then we want to think about pushing into the foam roller with our toes, and we're going to let our heels raise up. When our heels raise up and we're pushing into the foam roller, I haven't lifted my hips up off the floor yet, but you should already start to feel a little bit of contraction in your calves. Now I want you to take your arms, you're going to take your fist and act like you're getting ready to punch the ceiling, and then bring your arms straight down so that we have a little bit of downward force into our elbows and making sure that chest stays nice and wide. So check again after you have your elbows down. If you have your hips tilted up towards your ribs, upper ribs down, and then you're going to bridge up. I want you to fight to keep that posterior tilt in your pelvis. When you come up, it will probably feel like you kind of want to lose the connection, but keep that posterior tilt. You're pushing in through your toes into the foam roller, and it should feel pretty hard to keep this here. My hamstrings are screaming right now. I can't even talk. So what we're doing here is we're just going to breathe. Every time we breathe, we want to think posterior tilt, deep core on, and we're really pushing into the ground to help us not grip down with those upper abs. And oh, my hamstrings. And that is your tippy toe foam roller bridge.